Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to talk about improving your finances. Here's 10 tips on how to improve your financial stability. All right, so before on this channel, I've made a video about how to make $100,000 a year as a filmmaker or a creative. I'll link that in the description below so you can check that out. This kind of pertains to that. If you follow these steps along with watching that video and taking in that video, you should be pretty well off in given the ground rules or steps or foundation to building a successful and financially profitable future. This year was one of my most successful years yet, and I get a lot of questions in pertaining to filmmaking, but a lot on the business side as well. Because I don't know, if you don't know much about me, I have my hands in a lot of different entrepreneurial endeavors, businesses. I have a filmmaking product company, I have a production company, I have a rental Airbnb property company. I do a bunch of different affiliate marketing for other companies. I shoot video, photos for companies. I do a lot of different things, and this was one of my most successful years yet. And with that, I have a mentorship group, and I get a lot of questions pertaining to filmmaking and creativity and all that stuff, but a lot of business as well because of those things. And so I want to give you guys, on top of that one video that I made a couple years ago, some tips on how to keep your money or save your money and build a successful financial future, if you will. All right, so the number one thing for me is set goals and write out how you will attack them. I always say this, that goals without a plan of action are just dreams. That's all they are. It's a pipe dream, it's an idea, but it's not a tangible goal. So what I do for my goals when I write out my goals, say my goals are to hit 100,000 followers on Instagram, which was one of my goals at the beginning of the year. That was my goal and I wrote it out. Below that, I wrote out the steps or my plan of action of how I would get to that goal. Because when you set any goal for yourself, you need to have a plan of action or the steps you're gonna take of how you will reach that goal. You can't just say, oh, my goal is to lose 30 pounds. Well, how are you gonna lose 30 pounds? What are the daily steps you're gonna take to lose those 30 pounds? Weekly, what do you need to achieve to get there on a yearly basis? So you need to have a plan of action for the goals that you write out. So in a case where I wanna get 100,000 followers on Instagram, that's my goal. What are the steps I need to take? I need to post consistently, collaborate with one artist a week or one other Instagrammer a week. I need to spread my photography onto a couple different social platforms such as Unsplash or any other photo sharing site. I need to do giveaways to draw more people to my feed. Like, you need to set out a plan of action and little details of how you're gonna get to that goal. And so for any part of your business, whether you're trying to get a promotion or you're trying to land a job or something that improves your financial security, whatever your goal is, if it is to get a promotion, what are the little steps that you need to do on a daily basis, weekly basis to get that promotion? So for me, that's like the biggest thing. Write out your goal and your plans of action to achieve that goal. Number two is pretty simple. Spend less money than you bring in. This sounds like an easy one, but it's so true. I see so many people, when they get their money, they just blow it and then they're not saving up money. So when you get money, you need to take at least 30%, maybe more, 50% of that paycheck and right away put it into a different account, a savings account. The main thing is you need to spend less money than you're taking in. So when I get a check for a video, I try not to touch that money and put it all right away, save it, and I wait for the next check before I spend some money. So you just want to, as easy and dumb as it sounds, spend less money and be very cognizant of the money you're spending. Number three is create multiple revenue streams. Now, for anyone that is extremely rich, wealthy, well off, they have multiple revenue streams. I've made a video about this in the past where I talk about if you're a fisherman at a lake, right? And you have one line in the lake to catch a fish. What are the odds, or what are the chances that you're going to catch more fish than a guy next to you that has 4 rods into the lake? You don't have much of a greater chance of catching a fish than this guy over here that's got 4 different lines into the lake. So you got to look at life as like a lake, and all your different revenue streams being ways that you have a potential to bring in money from somewhere. Whether it's being an affiliate for a company, working 2 jobs, starting a new company on the side where you make a little side income hustle, like designing, clothes, or reselling stuff on Etsy or eBay. There's a bunch of different ways you can make side income on top of your regular job. For me, I have my hands in a lot of different companies and things, and so I have multiple revenue streams coming in, not just one source of income. So while one way I'm getting paid money, another way is coming in. When I'm on vacation over here not working, I have money from over here coming in, even when I'm not working. So it's important to create multiple revenue streams for yourself. So start looking online of ways you can make money online, which is kind of the biggest thing moving forward. Is so much of everything is moving online, and there are tons of ways that you can make money online and create multiple revenue streams for yourself. 4 is start up a savings jar. Now we have kind of this little jar right inside the front door that any kind of spare or loose change or dollar bills or coins, we drop it in that jar. Just because, today with everything being so digital, and like you have Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, credit cards, and all these things, whenever you get coins or like spare dollar bills, they can get lost or in the pockets, or you just kind of either give them away or use them on frivolous things just because it's like, hey, I have $2, I need to spend them. Find a jar and start saving those things and putting them in the jar. Before you know it, you could have an extra $100 in that little jar that you could use putting towards savings, or buying something that you've really wanted for a long time, and now it doesn't have to come out of your paycheck. Or something happens and you get a flat tire and you need some new tires. Now you don't have to have all that money come out of your savings accounts or your checking accounts, but you can put a lot of it towards that with that savings jar. So start a little savings jar. Little things like that really do add up. Next is remove unnecessary things from your life. Now this is the hardest thing for a lot of people. They think, oh, I need this. I need my Hulu account. I need that Netflix account, which most people don't pay for. But I need to go see a movie a couple times a week. If you're stressing for money or cash, those little things add up. $7 here, $25 here. Cup of coffee every day for a month at a time could cost you over a couple $100. It just depends. So there's all these little things really do add up. Even in my life, between all the different little expenses, there are ways to cut back where I could save hundreds of dollars or probably even thousands every month if I were to just cut small things back. Do you need the fastest internet service at your house? Maybe you could choose the package that's $10 less a month. There's little things that you can trim off. Do you eat out 6 times a week? Okay, don't go eat out 6 times a week. Get enough food from the grocery store where you can meal prep in a sense and create lunch and food that you can have at your house all day long and take to work and take home. There are a lot of ways you can trim unnecessary spending and end up saving yourself a lot of money. Next, if you have the ability, invest in real estate. If you have money saved up and you can do something with your money, my suggestion is to invest in real estate. I myself own 3 houses, 2 of which I Airbnb out, looking to rent or buy another one this year, rent out another one. So I'm kind of starting my, I have a little rental property business going, and the value of the homes, because of the area I'm in, keep going up and up each year because it's a desirable area. And so a house that I bought 3 years ago, at say 300,000, could now sell for 360,000 plus. So essentially, while I've had people paying my mortgage for me, plus I'm making some money, my house is now worth 60,000 plus more dollars. So I've essentially in 3 years made $60,000 not doing anything, while I've been making money from people renting out the properties. So I continue to do this. I continue to buy real estate and rent them out. And this has been successful for me, and it's something that I would suggest you look into, as it can be a lucrative and good investment with your money. Next is set up an IRA. I set up an IRA account with my CPA. She helped me set it up, and it's money that at the end of each year I put into this account, and it kind of grows and accumulates over time. So when I'm ready for retirement, I'll have this large sum of money in my IRA account ready to go. So it's different from like a bank savings or checking account. It's kind of this separate account that you can't touch, because if you pull out the money, you'll get taxed on it heavy. But it's basically set up for retirement, and that's something that I do every year. I put some money into that, and it grows at a quicker rate than like a bank interest would having money in the bank. Next would be reinvest into your business instead of things in your daily life. So instead of spending money frivolously on clothes or shoes, things that are going to deteriorate in value and you're just going to have to buy again, put that money into starting a new business, or if you already have a business, into marketing for that business to grow, because that's where you're going to see value, is reinvesting into your business to grow, to make you more money, and you just kind of keep climbing this ladder. If you keep putting money not into your business or your future in a sense, and putting it into things that are just deteriorating every single day, clothes, shoes, games, then you're not going to see that return on your money. So be smart, reinvest into your business if you have one, or figure out a way to start a new business and put money into that. And then I think lastly is make money doing small tasks. There's a lot of websites out there that kind of like TaskRabbit, where if you have a skill, you can list your skills or services online, such as if you're a repairman or handy, you can put up online your skills and availability, as well as like Thumbtack and different sites like that, to where you can make extra side income doing stuff that you're already good at. So again, it kind of goes back to having what I said earlier, with having the multiple sources of or streams of income, creating those opportunities for yourself, because that's what you're going to have to do. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to just come to you. You have to create opportunities for yourself. That's where you're going to see success and where you're going to see growth. You have to do it yourself. Create your own opportunity, open your own door, carve your own path. So those are my tips for improving your finances. Those are all things that I do on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. And like I said, I've had a really successful year, and I attest it to all of these things that I talked about today. And I think it's something, if you guys start thinking about and start planning out and realizing and really focusing in on, it can help you guys build a much more sustainable and substantial financial future for yourself. I like doing these types of videos more than just like filmmaking, videography, photography, all that stuff, more life and general advice, because I get a lot of these questions and a lot of you guys find it very helpful. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this video helped in some way. I really appreciate you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I'm Jakob Owens for the Buff Nerds.